everybody. So I just wanted to come on and talk to you guys real quick about all of this Pisces energy that's going on right now. Right now it's a Mercury retrograde in Pisces, and then there's also a new moon in Pisces on February 23rd. And all of this Pisces energy is bringing up a lot of emotional turmoil and a lot of other stuff for people. I've had a lot of people reaching out to me because they've been having difficulties navigating this energy, and it's understandable why, because this lesson is one of the more difficult lessons, and that lesson is to surrender to things you can't change, surrender to your emotions and just feel them and try not to suppress them. Just stop fighting, just stop fighting. So, but before we get into that, let's go back a little bit. Let's go back to the beginning of January. For those of you guys who have been following me for a while, at the end of 2019, I was doing the end of the year readings, just to give everybody an opportunity to get in alignment and just really have a clear view of what they needed to focus on in 2020. Because for those of you who follow numerology or have watched my videos before, I mentioned before that this is a master number 22 year, and the master number 22 is the master builder number. So this is the year for you to build something, whatever it is that you want, whether it be a business or a family or whatever it is that you want to build. This is the year for it to happen. But the thing about it is energy works both ways. So either you can be building something great and working on something wonderful, or you can be building a bridge of BS that eventually you're gonna have to come back and try to fix. And the thing about it is, since this is the beginning of a new karmic cycle, you don't want to start this time off not focusing on what's important to you and what's going to benefit you in the long run. Now is not the time to get distracted by relationships or things that really don't matter, whether it be, just things that don't fulfill you at heart's level. Now is not the time to get distracted by those things. Now is the time to focus, because I know 2020 has already seemed like it's been forever. Like, this has been the longest 2 months ever, and that's just because so many lessons are getting packed into such a short period of time. So like I was saying, let's go back to January. So on January 12th, well, actually, let's go back to January 11th. So on January 11th, there was actually a full moon. And then on January 12th was that conjunction between Saturn and Pluto. And the reason why this was so significant is because Saturn and Pluto are both slow-moving planets. And when I say slow-moving planets, they're farther out, so they take a longer time to make a full circle around the sun. So that's what I mean by slow-moving physically, but in our lives, they affect more long-term values. So Saturn is the planet that rules time, it rules karma, it's the father of the zodiac, and Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. And then we have Pluto, and Pluto rules death and the underworld and the occult and everything that's taboo and rebirth and just all of those kind of shadowy topics, shadowy areas. And Scorpio is ruled by Pluto. So now that you have an understanding of their relationships, or what each energy, each planet brings, when there is a conjunction of those two together, karmic cycles are ending and karmic cycles are beginning. Now, the thing that you have to understand about this era of transition that we're in is that, number one, if you've been doing wonderful things and you've been working towards your life's purpose and being fulfilled and being authentic, then this will be the time when you start to reap the benefits from all of the hard work that you put in. But if you have not been paying attention and you've been worried about the wrong things and investing your time and your energy and your attention, which is one of the most valuable things that you have, into things that aren't for you or out of alignment, then now is the time where you're going to have to pay the piper. And that's just kind of what it is. But also, like I said, Pluto is the ruler of death, and with this being a new era and Pluto being in that conjunction, you have to expect a lot of death. It's gonna hit near and it's gonna hit far, and that's just how it is. Like right now, that's that time. People are being born. There are so many people having babies and so many babies being born right now. So that's the beginning of the cycle, but then you can't neglect the end of it. So lots of people are going to die and lots of people are going to transition, and that's just kind of a part of it, you know. And it's really hard, you know. I know it's really, I don't want to, you know, make it seem like it's a light subject, because I know death, it takes a toll on you, you know. It can leave a mark sometimes. But more than anything, like I was saying, like I said at the beginning of this video, the message is to surrender. So now that I've given you a little background, let's go back to this Mercury retrograde in Pisces, and also this Pisces new moon that's coming up on the 23rd. Now, for those of you who don't know a lot about Mercury's retrograde or any planet's retrograde, first of all, let me clarify and say any planet can go into retrograde, and all planets do go into retrograde at some point in time. And when a planet goes into retrograde, then it's moving so slowly that it gives the appearance that it's moving backwards. So that's what it means astrologically in the sky. But the effects of it is, you know, whatever energy it is moving forward, that's gonna kind of be turned around as well. So Mercury is the planet of communication. So during Mercury's retrograde, there is a type of energy in the air that if you don't know how to navigate it properly, it can take you under, and it can really play on your emotions and on your physical world. So communication can be difficult during this time. So you may find yourself, you know, in an argument that doesn't make any sense, or that's really not going to have any value on anything you're doing in the near future, but you just can't seem to help yourself. You just got to say something. Like, it's just that urge, it's just that energy that's just right there, and it's like you can't resist it. That's kind of the effect of Mercury's retrograde. Also during this time, a lot of times your technology will mess up. So if your phone starts to glitch, your computer starts to go slow, you're at work, all the computers go down or something like that. Generally, that happens a lot of times during Mercury's retrograde as well. So with Mercury's retrograde being in Pisces right now. Now Pisces is the 12th zodiac sign, and Pisces is supposed to be the most evolved, because basically astrology is a story of ascension of a being. And since Pisces is the 12th, Pisces can kind of understand a little bit of each zodiac. They can kind of see it in themselves. So that's one aspect of Pisces. Pisces rules dreams and movies. But on the flip side, Pisces also rules addictions and illusions. So right now, with Mercury's retrograde being in Pisces, illusions are being unveiled. Addictions are being revealed. So if you have an addiction, or something that you're kind of ashamed of, you're not going to be able to hide it anymore. Sooner or later, it's going to be out there for everybody to see, because this is 2020. It's the year of clear vision, so you're not going to be able to hide anything this year, number one. And then number two, major illusions are being unveiled. And honestly, the biggest illusion that I feel like 2020 is unveiling and has been working on so far is the illusion of time. The only time that is guaranteed is this very moment. That's the only time you can bank on. Everything else is just an illusion. That's why they call it the present, because it's a gift. Because there are plenty of people who didn't wake up this morning and who didn't wake up last night and would love to be back on this earth, in this realm, with their family, with their friends, doing the things that they love, living their best lives. But like I said, you never know the time and you never know the day. So with that being said, take advantage of the now. Take advantage of the now. Appreciate the people that are around you who are important. Do those things that you always wanted to do. Stop procrastinating. Don't put it off to tomorrow. Do it today. You know, you got to live in the moment while planning for the future. It's nothing wrong with planning. Planning is good, you know, that way you have a goal, you have a trajectory, you have something that you're aiming for, but you have to live in the moment, because it's the only time that's guaranteed. This Pisces energy is calling for us to surrender. Just surrender. Stop fighting. All of the things that you don't like and can't change, let them go. All of the things that you want to put your energy into, or that you do put your energy into, but it doesn't benefit you, let it go. All of those energy vampires that you feel obligated to be around, let it go. Let go of all of those things that don't benefit you. Focus on what's important to you more than anything, because all of that other stuff is a waste of time, and you don't have time to waste. Time is one of your most valuable resources. You can get more money, but you cannot get more time, and we all have a certain time and a certain day. So that's what I have to say about that. I know you guys have been wondering where I've been. I know I stopped doing my gratitude Sundays. I say maybe about a month ago, around the beginning of July, and that's just because I had to take some time to do some work on myself. You know, I had to do some, I'm not exempt from doing the work. I'm not exempt at all. Honestly, I'm a life path 11, and the lesson of that life path is to be a teacher to others through your own experiences. So just know that everything that I talk to you guys about and all of the advice that I give, it's from a place of experience. And for me to be able to teach a lot of people, I have to go through a lot of stuff, you know. So when you have that type of energy, you know, you just have to step back sometimes and take care of yourself. So that's what I've been doing. I've been working on myself, focusing on my self-care, making sure that my life is in alignment with everything that I want and everything that I'm trying to manifest. But I will be bringing back Gratitude Sundays. I promise you guys, I haven't just left you out there. I will be bringing back Gratitude Sundays, but I have a lot of other stuff that I've been working on, a lot of other stuff that I'm gonna start sharing with you guys pretty soon. So just be on the lookout. But in the meantime, I am still doing readings. So right now, with all of this energy, this Pisces energy that everybody is having trouble dealing with, number one thing I would recommend is to use the serenity prayer. You know, say the serenity prayer in meditation and just let it go. Just let it go. The serenity prayer will definitely help you find peace and will help you surrender. And also right now I have a reading special. So right now I'm doing new moon and Pisces readings for $25. This special is only until the 23rd. So February 24th is gonna be back to regular price, but as of right now I'm doing readings for $25. So if you want to book a reading with me, just message me in my Kenyaskrystals inbox and I will get you booked, and we will go ahead and see how we can help you. So thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. I promise I'll try to get on here more and talk to you guys more. Like I said, I just had to do some work on myself. You know, I'm a Cancer. I go on my shell every once in a while, you know. But I'm back out of my shell. So hopefully, definitely I'll be talking to you guys again soon. So until next time, see you later.